Good day, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Okay, let's get into it. But before we do, I hope you enjoyed our Remembrance Day vlog. If you haven't gone, check it. Check yesterday's vlog, November the 11th video. So we're ready to go. Let's go. Current blood sugar is at 4.4. Last night, I went up to, again, 22.2, and then I dropped pretty substantially, and I went down to, that's not it, it's here, 5.1. So I had a whole bunch of corrections going high. That's all the blue, and then you dropped, and you dropped pretty substantially. One of the things we notice here is that when your basal rate starts to drop, when the machine says, nope, you're dropping fast, we're going to stop giving you insulin. And that's what's happened here. That's why I haven't got any basal rate. And you get two things. You get a basal rate and a bolus rate. The basal rate is shown here by the pink. Now, right now, I'm not bolusing for meals. But if I did, you would get a little fork and knife down there, and a little bottle of insulin up here. But right now, we're not doing that. We're kind of letting the pump do its own thing. I was kind of hoping that letting the corrections go through, that we weren't going to get into any problems with this, but I'm still peaking. For some reason, I'm still peaking at 2 in the morning, anywhere from 2 in the morning to 7 in the morning, and I peak, and I have to wake up. I usually wake up because my sugar's high, and I have to take correction, and that brings it right down. And then I had a good night's sleep. So, there's a reason why at night I get a correction dose ready, because 9 times out of 10 I'm using it. I haven't had a good, stable night's sleep in a long time. But it starts at 8 o'clock. You can see it starting to go up, and then I was asleep at 10.7. It's a little higher, but it wasn't astronomical. Now, if we take a look, here we're looking at, in the last 24 hours, 61% of the time was in normal range. 38 was above, 61 in range, 1% below 3.9. Now this 1% represents 15 minutes. So 38 up here would be 38 times 15 would give you how much time we were in. And just before we do that, average sugar is 9.9. But if we go here and get my calculator here, 38 times 15, almost 10 hours I was over, and that's not great, but you want to make sure to bring this down and to keep this from happening, especially with a diabetic, a labile diabetic like myself. We want that at zero. 1%, we almost got it through, but it didn't help. With the average sugar of 9.9, this wasn't up as high, and it brought this down. Now, if we can work on getting this down, getting that totally blank, or this one, then we'd be raring to go. But I don't know how well we'll be doing with that. But I'm currently sitting at 4.5, and that is low for me. For some people, that may just be great, but for me, 4.5 is a little low. I have just recently, just let me get it here, had, and not sponsored by this, but it had an Ensure, it's right there, Ensure Complete, and that was sort of as a midday snack, so I had that, and that's the only brand that this long-term care facility carries, and so that's great. I found out yesterday, if I hadn't mentioned this already, that my chair, we've ordered my chair, and it's nothing glamorous. It does have the upgraded joystick because I have problems with the old joystick, and this one, I just wanted the up-to-date feature. So I paid out of my pocket for that, and I was glad to get that on, and just to really go far. But who knows? Now, so often people would just say, hey, let's, if you should just hook yourself up to the pump and everything will just be wonderful, because people seem to think you're on the pump and how great it would be. It does take work, and that's why I'm saying I've got a monitor. We've gone down to 4.3, so we'll just wait. We're going to be for a bit, and hopefully by lunch, it should be coming, probably about an hour and a half, but hopefully it'll go up. You see I dropped a point, but I'm not too worried about it because I'm fairly stable. So that's kind of like how my pump really is working. And I just wanted to bring that up. A lot of people have asked questions about how does my pump work, and so I thought I'd give you a little bit of insight. So, you know what? I think we're going to call it a day here. Try to keep it under 10. I'm pointing at something, but you're not seeing it. I can see by the counter it's getting close to 10. It's at 9:49. So we'll call it at 10 o'clock, and I hope that this helped somewhat for you. But have a great day, and we'll talk later. Bye. A little click in here. My blood glucose dropped to 3.9, so we're getting Figurel and we're starting the low procedures. I know I was pointing out what my blood sugar was slowly dropping, or it did drop to 3.9. Again, that's the end of it. Have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye now. My email address is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. All one line. Drop me